Hello, viewers. Welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now, today, 29th of December 2022, is we are now entering the first quarter moon in Aries. Okay, and we are using right now the Moonology manifestation cards, and this is the card for the first quarter moon in Aries. The main energy of this first quarter of this cycle of the moon is step into your power. Okay, let's study the card itself. You see here, this moon is half illuminated and half still in shadow. So when you look at it, somehow in this cycle of the moon, we are already halfway through before we could reach the fulfillment where the full moon is. So when the full moon is, it's like the climax of this cycle wherein everything comes into life, where the music of life is in its full chorus. So we are right now in the crescendo part of the music, where crescendo is wherein everything is starting to grow. Okay, and somehow it's here. You see here, it's very important that at this stage of the cycle of the moon, we continue to have we continue to be on fire, to continue to have this energy. Aries is one of the fire elements, and the important thing here is, I guess, being on fire, enjoying the adventure, living the present moment. You see this person here. This person is dancing. It's as if she is journeying through an arid land. Okay, an arid land could symbolize a challenging chapter in one's life. But this person doesn't mind the environment. The environment does not affect this person. This person continues to have a positive attitude. She's actually dancing as she goes through her journey. She makes me think of the card of the Fool, wherein the Fool is, even if he is traveling through mountain ranges, he just enjoys the journey. He stops and smells the flower, uh, maybe even singing, as long as he keeps on, as he continues in his journey. He has a companion, which is the dog, that keeps him company as he enjoys the moment. There's always that sense of discovery. And somehow it's like that here. There is a certain beauty in journeying when you do not know everything else, because it gives you a sense that there are a lot of possibilities. Makes you hope for something. It's like watching a magic show wherein you are filled with excitement and anticipation of what could happen, as if everything is possible. What others people might think impossible, for you, it is possible. So in a certain sense, this half part of the moon, which is still in mystery, can be a source of inspiration for us right now. So somehow the main energy for this next 1 to 2 weeks will be that of constant living the present moment, constant enjoying the mystery of the adventure as this chapter of our life slowly unfolds before us. I see here another round thing here that seems to float into the sky. The first impression that came to me when I saw this one, you see here, there is a faint lightness in this part going up to this round part here. Makes me think of astral travel. Uh, if you start to dream of flying, it can symbolize that you are undergoing astral travel. For some of you, this is a possibility at this time. You are traveling at this time. It can be also flights of inspiration. Your inspiration goes out into the world and you create new things. So this is a time for creation. This is a time for being inspired. There will be challenges along the way. As you can see, this is a rough terrain that you have here, but you can enjoy the journey. You can have a positive attitude. I think The dancing in a very rough terrain can symbolize a person who is proactive, one who is not just reacting to the environment. Because if you are in a reactive energy, then if the journey is difficult, then it would either discourage you, make you sad, these things. But if you are proactive, you will look at this challenge, this difficulty as a challenge, this difficulty as a stepping stone, this difficulty as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and be stronger as a person. So I feel that's the important thing here. Step into your power to remain proactive, to remain positive amidst the challenges of this new chapter that is unfolding in your life. Now let us try to read a little bit more from the handbook that accompanies this one, and then after that we will go to the tarot reading. Okay, so for the first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. Something is holding you back from racing towards your next goal. Achieving anything is nearly always part inspiration and part hard work. Believe that you can create whatever you want. Be you. Take action and be smart, but also be bold. Don't allow inhibitions of or others' restrictions to hold you back. Be systematic, but also allow yourself to get excited about what you want. If someone seems to be working against you now, deal with your emotions as calmly as you can. I think, yes, the energy here is more of being proactive and not just reacting to the situation you have, to always have that positive, sunny attitude within that manifests outwards. It's a cup that overflows outwards, a cup filled with positive energy that overflows outwards. And it somehow affects the environment around us. When you are cheerful and happy, you tend to inspire other people. And when other people are discouraged, when they see you with courage, we see you with that energy of moving forward to the destination of your goals, then it inspires others. It gives them also the energy and the courage to move forward. Um, Manifesting mix. This card represents a mix of having the courage to chase your goals no matter what anyone else says, while still planning and being strategic. So, uh, you have the positive attitude of moving forward, but at the same time also you use your mind and you plan ahead and you adapt to the situation that is happening. Now, manifesting mindset. Whatever you are doing right now, remember that as well as passion, you need a plan. That is the way to overcome any obstacles. Okay, so let us now go to the next part of this uh, Good Morning Tarot by having some tarot card readings. Okay, so we are now in our tarot card reading. So the main energy is that of the first quarter moon in Aries. Step into your power. Okay, so this is a general reading. We will not dedicate it to any uh, element right now or any zodiac sign. For the Good Morning Tarot, it's a general reading. Later on, we will be going to the other element signs in the tarot to go, and also tarot nightcap, and also our special readings. Okay, so somehow this is the main energy of the week. Okay, now the main energy of the day. Okay, what is the main energy of the day? Our main energy for today is the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so again, here you see here in the Three of Pentacles, it somehow parallels the the main theme. Okay. But this will be your energy of the day. Your energy of the day is uh, being somehow working dedicatedly on this new project that you are beginning. Very much similar here. It's the project is halfway through, and when you look at it here, it's like this person, this craftsman, is working on the interior of the cathedral or the church, and he is going into the details, no, and working. You know, usually when these craftsmen, they strive for excellence. They try to create really good. They go into the details of the decorating of the interior of the church, because it's very important that the details of the church would inspire people. Okay, so in a certain sense, so somehow it's like that, and usually the owners, like for example the abbot, and also there's this person. Maybe this person symbolizes a uh, the benefactor for the church. You know, they are consulting him. So in a certain sense, somehow for you right now on this day is a day for really putting full sort of like put putting the sleeves up and putting your hand into the work. Okay, it's like putting your nose into the grindstone. It's hands-on work. Okay, really putting your heart, your soul, and your mind into your work right now. And I feel that part of it is collaborating also with your clients or with your superiors, with your boss, with your higher ups, to collaborating with what you are doing right now, updating them of the developments and working on it. So somehow this is the main energy for today. Now, what are the possible challenges that we can encounter for today? Well, that's yeah, yeah. You have many things to do. You see here, but you are already halfway through. You see, you have been carrying these ones or for quite some time, and finally you have reached the destination where you're going to plant them. Okay, so maybe whatever this project you are doing right now, you've already done the preliminary part. You have already uh, prepared everything that you will need, and finally you are in that part of really implementing it. Like this person, he has finally reached the destination where he intended to plant the wands. He has carried it, and it took him some effort in order to carry it. Finally, it's time for him to plant it, to put it into action. So, for some of you, maybe you have done a lot of preparation. Now, for some of you, maybe you have procrastinated. No, somehow journeying is like not immediately applying. No, like carrying these ones. No, you have carried it. Maybe for some of you, what other people might think as procrastination was actually allowing your subconscious mind to work on what you inspiration you might have had. No, now is the time to put it into action. So it's really similar to this energy. uh, the obstacle is that it's going to be the challenge that you are going to encounter right now is to finally plant or finally put into action whatever is on your mind right now, and also to finally lay down whatever burdens you might have had. Now, this time it's more of planting. And I think the power that should inspire you right now is knowing that you are halfway through. You've already carried everything that you needed. Now it's time to plant. And when you plant it, sooner or later, all you have to do, things will be easier right now. So I feel at this time, whatever you're doing right now, this is a very crucial moment wherein the burden will be lesser, but what you're going to do right now is very important, because right now if you successfully plant these wands, no, then it will grow on itself already. So it's like right now you need to implement it now and then allow it to bear fruit in the near future. So in a certain sense, you have to continue. Now this is still hard work. The part of carrying it is really the difficult part, because it takes a lot of effort. Now it is less difficult because you have prepared the ground, but still you need to work hard a little bit more. You still need to exert some effort in it. So this is the challenge for you, to continue the project and to continue on working, knowing that things will get better. So it's like you need to have that extra energy. It's like having the second wind, no? And that's a challenge, to have that second wind, to continue on working diligently, and at the same time to enjoy also. I think part of it is enjoying it. Like, for example, after you lay down the burden, you take a short rest, maybe enjoy the beauty of nature, and then afterwards you go back again, and you go back again with energy, and enjoy the process of the journey. Enjoy the process of planting. Enjoy the beauty of seeing how the plants start to bring color to the ground around you. Just as here also, somehow knowing that the little improvements that you make is slowly making the environment or the church more beautiful. If you are undergoing your spiritual journey, you enjoy the moment of the little bits and pieces of the journey, like putting one brick after another, enjoying also the experience of seeing the mystery unfolding little by little, and constantly enjoying this process of discovery, this process of the unfolding of this new chapter. So the challenge is to continue, okay, continue, and to step into your power. It's like, you're already halfway through, and then you step a little bit more on the gas so that you can continue. So it's like taking the second wind. Okay, now what is the advice of the universe for today? Okay, get in touch always. Continue to be in touch with the divine. Continue to be in touch with the universe. Take some quiet stroll, or take some quiet journey into nature, and listen to the divine. Listen to the guidance of the universe, so that you'll be continuously overflowing with energy, overflowing with ideas, overflowing with inspiration. You need to constantly replenish yourself. So it's a matter of, disciplining yourself, having time for yourself, having time for work, having time also to change the environment, maybe also taking care of your health. No, you have to take care of the goose that lays the golden egg. So aside from laying the golden egg, you need also some time to nurture your inner self, and at the same time your physical health. And I think that is very much related to our right now, to our self-help section, which is the last part of this Good Morning Tarot, wherein we are going now. In this Good Morning Tarot, we will be including some self-help insights or advice. So this is what we can expect right now for today. I feel that the energy for today is to continue with added energy, to continue working on this new chapter that is unfolding before you, to enjoy the journey, and at the same time to create a certain balance, a certain discipline. And part of that discipline is actually part of nurturing yourself, part of self-care, taking care of the goose that lays the golden egg, to allow you to continue to work with power and with zeal. So let us now go to the final part, which is a self-help advice from our oracle cards. Okay, for our last portion, which is the self-care advice, it is coming from the Self-Care Inspirational card deck and guidebook. Okay, and our self-care advice for today is from M. Scott Peck. Self-discipline is self-caring. Earlier in the tarot card reading, we shared something about taking care of the goose that lays the golden egg. No? So self-discipline is self-caring. So having a certain way of life, or a certain schedule, a certain calendar that you follow, allows you to also care for yourself. So self-discipline, having a regular maybe a regular schedule for exercises, a regular schedule for inner journey, inner work, regular time for for these activities, a regular time also for to pursue your passions, no, your bucket list, no, to fulfill them. At the same time, also having a good diet, having a good schedule, always having time for work, time for rest, time for creative things. No, so self-discipline is self-caring. Now it says here also, the phrase here is set a one-word intention for the day. What do you want to accomplish? Okay, so a one-word intention for the day. So to be able to understand more what this is, we will try to read on the handbook that accompanies this card. So what do you want to accomplish? Okay, maybe to summarize what you want to accomplish in a word, or maybe a word or two. Yeah, like for example, your intention for today is to finish something. Okay, be on fire. Okay, fire. Okay, something like that. So let's try to understand it a little bit more by looking at the handbook and trying to read this message of self-care. Okay, let's see. So this is an affirmation card. As you can see here, it's an affirmation card. And self-discipline is self-caring. You see here, there is an internal self-care and external self-care. For the internal self-care, it involves our mental, emotional, and physical health. It says here, discipline often has a negative connotation. It suggests something that takes work and that often requires one to abstain from the freedom of unfettered thought, feeling, or behavior. What if the idea of discipline were reinvented as a source of ultimate connection with your innermost nature? When you set your one word intention today, picture in your mind's eye one thing about yourself that makes you most you. Okay, so this is what they meant by having a one word. No, you picture uh, one word that could describe what makes you most who you are. So uh, picture it in your mind, one thing about yourself that makes you most you, who you really are. Okay. If your most essential self is affirmed in your intention, then the discipline of holding that before you as you move through the day will feel less like work and more like a return to what you already know. So it's like having, you know who you truly are. Like for example, on fire. Okay, something like that. Well, it's a two it's a phrase, no, but on fire. Somebody who is passionate. Okay, can be also. So if the word, one word for you that describes you is passionate, then it's easy because it's already part of who you are. It's beautiful also when you try to identify a certain aspect of yourself. You are reminded of who you are, and because it's part of you, it's easy to accomplish. And if that is your goal for today, at least one goal for today, one word that describes you, then you are able to regain again that aspect of you which you might have lost for quite some time. Maybe that would be nice, not to think of one aspect of you that you might have forgotten for quite some time. And if you realize that, you make it as your one word motto for the day. And somehow you regain that aspect of you that you might have somehow pushed a little bit on the background. Now, when it comes to the external self care, it is related to our relationships, our community, being creative, and work. Okay, it says here, self-discipline, when applied to the ways in which we interact with the world around us, can be a useful exercise in refocusing our energies on what serves our highest self. Close your eyes and breathe for a moment. Picture your energy flowing out to others and the world. Notice what qualities the energy has when it most reflects you. Is your energy wild, soft, playful, detail-oriented, expansive? For your one-word intention today, focus on an energetic quality you have to offer the world that feels most natural to you. Okay, so what is that song that you want to sing to the world today? Okay, something that is somehow related also to our cycle of the moon, which is step into your own power. Something that is energetic, something that is positive, something that is full of energy. So I guess the challenge for our self-care right now is to have one word that will describe who you truly are, and this will be the song that you're going to sing for the whole day. So just one word that describes you, and just one word that will allow you to sing a certain part of you, that song that you will share to the world today. I think that's a good advice for us today. All we have to do is to have one motto, which is one word that describes what you want to give to the world today. Well, that's interesting. I hope it has inspired you in one way or another. And somehow, as you can see, the Good Morning Tarot is sort of evolving. It's not just ordinary tarot reading, but we will try to spice it up with a little bit, one thing or another, little bits and pieces. It's an evolving thing. Hopefully, it will evolve even better in the near future. Well, thank you very much for being patient with me. I hope to see you again in the next tarot readings for the day. Tarot to go. For now, the special tarot reading is you, me, and us. And at the same time also, finally, we end it with the tarot nightcap. By the way, for today, our element for today will be the element of earth. So Taurus will be for the you, me, and us. Virgo will be for the tarot to go. And Capricorn will be for the Timeless Tarot Nightcap. Until those videos, may God continue to bless your day. Good morning, tarot viewers.